My name is Mohammed Gamal. I am studying in the Faculty of Computer and Information System at Islamic University of Medina. I will talk about database, but before we learn about database, let's understand what is data. In simple words, data can be facts related to any object consideration. For example, your name, age, height, weight, etc. are some data related to you, a picture, image, file, PDF, etc. can also be considered data. Now, what is database? We already know what data is, but this data could be random. A database is a systematic collection of data. Since the data in a database is organized to it makes data management easy. The purpose of database is to collect, use, store, and retrieve the data and information we need through an application or program of database. What is a database management system, DBMS? Database management system, or DBMS, is collection of program which enables its user to access database, manipulate data, and help in representation of data. It also helps to control access to the database by various users. Let's discuss a few examples. An online telephone directory will definitely use database management system to store data pertaining to people, phone numbers, and other contact details. Your electricity service provider is obviously using a DBMS to manage billing, client-related issue, to handle fault data, etc. Let's also consider the Facebook. It needs to store, manipulate, and present data related to members, their friends, member activities, messages, advertisements, and lot more. We can provide countless number of examples for usage of DBMS. Database management systems are not a new concept, and as such had been first implemented in 1960s. Charles Bachman's Integrated Data Store, or ADS, is said to be the first DBMS in history. With time, database technologies evolved a lot, while usage and accepted functionalities of database have been increased immensely. Types of DBMS. There are three major types of DBMS. Let's look into them in details: hierarchical, network, and relational DBMS. Hierarchical. This type of DBMS employs the branch-chain relationship of strong data. This type of DBMS is rarely used nowadays. Its structure is like a tree with nodes representing records and branches representing files, where the system begins to branch in the form of partitions. The Windows registry used in Windows XP is an example of hierarchical database. Network. This type of DBMS supports many-to-many relations. This usually results in complex database structure. RDM server is an example of a database management system that implements the network model. Relational. This type of DBMS defines database relationships in form of tables, also known as relationals. Unlike network DBMS, RDBMS does not support many-to-many relationships. Relational DBMS usually have predefined data types that they can support. This is the most popular DBMS type in the market, and simplest types of database is not complex compared to other types because it is easy to add and change at any time, especially from beginners and dealing with the computer. Example of relational database management system including MySQL, Oracle, and Microsoft SQL Server database. SQL is the user interface and standard application program of relational database. What is SQL? Structured Query Language, or SQL, pronounced is SQL, or sometimes as SQL, is actually the standard language for dealing with relational database. SQL can be effectively used to insert, search, update, and delete database records. That doesn't mean SQL cannot do things beyond that. In fact, it helps in optimizing and maintenance of database and much more. SQL syntax used in this database are almost similar, except the fact that some databases use different syntax and even proprietary SQL syntax. In conclusion, database standards for database management system. We have three major types of database, namely hierarchical and network relational. The most widely used DBMS is the relational model that saves data in table formats. It uses SQL is the standard query language. SQL is standard language used to query a database.